Right. Thank you so much for tuning back in to another reaction video. My name is Chris.
My name is Sam.
And we are Offset.
Era.
Woohoo!
Woo!
All right. All right. And as you've seen in the title, we're bringing a new band on. They're called The Who.
The Hue.
The Who.
The Huh.
The H-U.
H-U.
Not to be confused with the Who, W-H-O, which is what it also says on their wiki page. This is a Mongolian band. We've never checked them out before. They're described as a folk metal band. We're checking out the song Wolf Totem, which has quite a bit of views.
96 million views in 5 years. That's more than quite a few.
Gotta be something here to this song, so we're gonna check them out. But as you guys know, if you've checked out our channel before,
We like to look up any new artists that's new to our channel and delve into their history a little bit.
Right. So, what do we know about the HU or the Who?
Is a Mongolian folk metal band formed in 2016, incorporating traditional Mongolian instrumentation, including, and it, like I said, if there's any mispronunciations, regarding the instruments or techniques of any Mongolian origin, we apologize.
Yeah, we're not that.
Morin, the Morin Kur, if that's inaccurate, I apologize. The Tov Shore and throat singing.
Okay.
The band calls their style of music Hunu rock, a term inspired by the Xiongnu, an ancient tribal confederation of uncertain origins known as Hunu in Mongolia. Some of the band's lyrics include old Mongolian war cries and poetry in the Mongolian language. Interesting.
Okay.
From 1924 to 1992, during Mongolia's communist period, various types of music were banned, including Western styles such as jazz and rock, and even traditional Mongolian music. The Mongolian Revolution of 1990 sank the country into financial crisis, but also led to a cultural upheaval. Years later, the four members of the Who, the HU, studied at Mongolian State Music and Dance Conservatory, practicing throat singing and traditional Mongolian music. With an interest in trying something new in a genre of heavy metal music previously banned from the country, they incorporated traditional instruments and drew inspiration from the Hunu Empire in a style they called Hunu rock. Interesting.
All right. Well, that's a lot of information. Let's flip over to the video here. As we mentioned the song, let's check out some of these comments of what people might be thinking about. Not a lot of... I guess there are some English in here. How am I just now finding this as a comment here?
General So ain't got nothing on this Mongolian beef. That's great.
This one says, who always keeps Mongolia free?
Who?
I can't believe how fucking cool this is.
When you say your ancestors broke the world.
Wow. This song is so absolutely moving. I absolutely love seeing all of the recent comments. It's proof to me music has no limitations or boundaries, and if it is made just so can live on for decades to come. I look forward to revisiting in 5 years or so and seeing how much it continues to grow. Awesome.
Why revisit it in 5 years when you can just come back tomorrow and keep being part of support?
Right.
I'm just kidding.
All right, I think we can go ahead and jump into this.
And for anyone jumping in with us, I think grab a little hard for the very first time, welcome to the channel.
Welcome indeed. If you like The Who, make sure you comment and let us know why you like them, what their favorite songs are, and maybe how you found out about them, because we're finding out through our YouTube channel.
That's right.
But I'd love to see how other people are finding this that aren't from Mongolia or don't have any connections to this type of music, which is always fun hearing your discovery. And in the meantime, if you're not new to the channel,
you know what time it is.
You know what time it is. It's time for
the glorious,
the epic transition. All right. And it was up, and now it's up, and now it's dead. All right, here we go.
It was, and then it wasn't.
The Who? Wolf Totem? Don't know what to expect, guys. Here we go. CG or something there. The Who band. Who band. Still not sure on that. Listen now. We are listening now. Is this gonna be a movie? Uh-oh.
There's the wolf.
Oh my gosh. Wow. The cinematography is really good. Or cinematography is really good. Wolf Totem. On a motorcycle? I was saying just on a horse. That's a lot of motorcycles.
Oh,
What is happening? Very interesting
Yo.
string instrument. String is massive on that. Oh my goodness. So far, we haven't seen one traditional instrument. All of these stringed instruments are totally things we've never seen before.
yeah.
The drums, obviously, we've heard drums before, but they're not showing them, so we're not sure exactly what kind. But what
You know,
the
it's like
heck is that? Like, and then this other thing, this thing that he's holding,
Yeah,
with
I
like a
have never
two-string
seen.
cello or something.
I have never seen any. I have never seen
my-
anything like that.
It does have a distinct sound, though. It
It
doesn't
does. You know,
sound like this.
anyone who knows the actual names, the actual terms of these instruments, leave them leave the description in the
I'm
comments.
sure
below.
that's what we were saying in the comments or on
Yeah.
the wiki, but yeah, if you guys can
Yeah.
clarify.
Well, just to reiterate.
Yeah, yeah. Here we go. So I am noticing the throat singing. It seems to be a very low register, almost like a vocal fry, like a
Yeah.
just a very very relaxed, dropping out of your pitch and like really bottoming out your whole vocal range there, and just basically just frying, just getting that rasp without actually engaging your actual vocal folds. It's very very interesting. Some gang vocals. It almost sounds like a violin, but it's not. stuff happening on the drums. Very ambient. Who? They're saying who. So it must be who. It's definitely getting some crazy noises off that. Kind of reminds me of some games I've played, some samurai games and stuff I've played.
Yeah.
Like the setting and the overall vibe. And you hear all the sounds of the night in the desert.
Yeah, the ambience.
Yeah, that's cool. All right, well that is interesting. All right, let's look back over here. Holy mackerel. Very subdued song though. It was very like, even though there was some interesting like dynamic, not really a lot of dynamics, but a lot of just different instrumentation that we're not normally used to. It was very same-ish through the whole thing. A lot of throat singing and just more of about the vocal and the melody and whatever they're talking about. I did read some of the captions. It's hard.
Yeah, I was trying to like do a balance between focusing on the video and then reading the captions. Like it seemed it's kind of like a rhythmic musical answer to it's kind of like a war cry.
Yeah. I got that.
You come at us with this, we're gonna fight back. You come at with us. Like you come at us with the flood, we're gonna fight to the death.
Yeah.
If we come at you with 10, we're gonna do this. We come at you with 100, we're gonna do this. We come at you with 1,000, we're gonna do this.
Right.
If we come at you with 10,000, we're showing you the wrath of heaven.
Right.
So
yeah, and I know that there's probably a lot of vocal coaches and other vocal reactors that'll probably be able to explain, more of the vocal thing. We're not like seasoned like professional singers.
No, we're self-taught rock musicians. So
I won't be able to tell you a ton about how throat singing is done. I can tell you that it does sound it sounds very low, and like I said, you're not engaging a lot of your upper vocal register, and you're just usually using a very low frequency in your voice, and you're letting your voice be kind of lazy and kind of not lazy but relaxed.
Yeah.
And it's a trained way that you're not doing it with a lot of effort, which is awesome because that's how you want to learn how to sing high vocals too, is not to strain to get to those, but to reach them in a way that is healthy.
Yeah.
But anyway, throat singing is a very interesting thing, and I would imagine that throat singing is also a good way to develop your upper register as well. But if you guys know more about it, or like to comment on more about this or any of this band's style, please let us know what you think about
Absolutely.
it. And if there's something else you want to add to the conversation, by all means, throw it in the comments. We'll definitely take a look at it.
And if you guys have any more recommendations of The Who,
yeah,
this band, not,
Not the
Pete
Who.
Townshend, Roger Daltrey, Keith Moon, and John Entwistle. But if you guys do want to see,
Right.
well, in any case, you know what to do.
I know there's other similar acts. I know one of them that's popping up on this little suggestion is the Hiling, which is kind of a similar type of a chanty kind of a band. If you guys want us to check out some of that stuff, I'm open to it too. I've heard a little bit of it, but it'd be
Yeah,
cool to do.
this is really interesting. Like, what I wanted to make a note of was that there was like no traditional like when someone says that they're a rock band or they're a heavy band, like they're like, it's like, where's the guitars and the
Right.
drum? Like it was all, or I think there might have been like I might have heard some guitar.
Right.
It wasn't overbearing. It was
No.
mixed into the background a little bit. It wasn't very overdriven. It was really the traditional Mongolian instruments that were really doing, for lack of a better term, the talking,
Right.
in terms of instrumentation.
Right.
So like I said during our reaction to the One OK Rock video we just did,
Yeah.
it's, you can be heavy in a variety of ways. You don't always need crushing guitars and, blistering drums and everything.
Right.
This to me is kind of like I said, it's like a musical war cry,
Right.
a coming storm.
Right.
We'll come at you with this if you come at us with that,
Right.
or vice versa.
Right. Yeah.
So I would be really, this is because, I love all different sorts of, I love, world culture and world history.
Yeah.
And, this is obviously, I like how they brought in like all different sorts of people as extras, in the background,
Right.
doing that chant.
Right.
You really get a sense of, maybe there's like a sense of national pride in there, but
Right.
I think the message is more, like this is like a war cry, or I think a better term for it would be solidarity.
Yes. Yes. A uniform thing is say, hey, we are together. We're doing this.
We're standing together,
Right.
and
And it's like a rebellion, and because what we read about, their culture, what was going on at the time when they
for
started.
decades under under a communist regime, and then revolt, like that big change in the 90s, like the revolution in Mongolia, and the collapse of the Soviet Union around the same time.
Yep.
So that was a big time of change.
Yep.
Yeah. So to get to my last point, if there's any more of the Who you guys want us to react to, hit us up in the community chat, hit us up in the comments, and we'll make a list.
Yeah, we sure will. So just let us know what you want to see. But in the meantime, we are Offset Era.
We are 2/3 of Offset Era.
That's right.
3-piece punkcore act based out of sunny Southwest Florida. We have an extensive playlist of all of our original music if you're curious as to how we sound and what punkcore entails in this context.
Yep.
And
We're right on the cusp. We're about to release our newest EP, Top
Shelf Villain.
6 more songs.
yep,
So excited, finally getting them out there for you. And not only that, we are coming with a new music video being be released hopefully in about 2 weeks. We'll release it at the same time as the release of the song.
something
But
really, really cool.
for you Patreon members, we got something special for you. It's
Yes,
coming
we do.
out 1 week early. So as soon as I am done with that video, it goes live on Patreon. So our Patreon subscribers get to hear our newest single, Top Shelf Villain.
That's right. So if you become a member of our Patreon, you get access to our brand new all original EP this Friday.
Right. So make sure you check that out. And if you haven't started supporting us on Patreon, please make sure that you do.
No time like the present.
You're right. And like I said, there's videos there. There's more music there. Our last EP we just made available for download as well, called A New Era. 6 more new songs that we just started getting heavier with. So check
Yep.
those out and make sure that you support us.
Listen to the both of them in succession. It's a journey.
All right. We do have some shows coming up.
That's right. Friday, March 29th, we're going to be in Arcadia, Florida at the Herd Opera House.
Yes.
With The Antidotes and Caswell the Mighty.
That's right.
And then Friday, April 12th, we're going to be at Beach Records in Fort Myers, Florida with Dead Set Collective and a handful of other bands.
Yeah.
And then Friday, April 13th, we're going to be at Ollie's Pub Records and Beer.
Love it. Love to see all the different venues and all in a short period of time.
Yeah.
So it's going
It's
to be
almost
fun.
as if we're going on tour.
No, it's like a little local tour.
Yeah.
So if you guys are interested in the band or happen to be in the local area, please come and check us out. We'd love to hear your stories about how you discovered our music and whether or not you are a fan of the reactions and what your favorite bands are. So come out and check us out and come have a drink.
Yeah.
Yeah, that too. So, and our music is available on all of the digital streaming platforms.
Yep.
We also have Facebook and Instagram, so check us out there if you haven't already. And that's it for this video. Thank you so much for liking, commenting, and subscribing. Let us know what you want to see in the next one.
And we'll see you then.
We'll see you there. Peace out.